No, Craig, it won't fly. It's a Bronco 2. You're lucky the transmission's not 17 feet behind it. I'm Sam.
This movie should have been called Trash Bird, starring no one you recognize, and the main guy you do recognize is not really in the movie. I'm Jackie.
Craig Sheffer loves two things, airplanes and having a weird head. I'm Justin, and this is Cabin Pressure on Stinker Madness. Hello, and welcome to Stinker Madness. You may have forgot that this is a podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me are always Sam and Jackie, because we haven't done this in a really long time. Like, we just took maybe the longest break we've ever had because of many factors that kept us from being in the studio. There was too much heat. There was too much Puerto Rico for Jackie and I. Sam had too much sandwich one day and couldn't record on account of it.
Real problems. I thought I had to go to the doctor, but it turns out I kept having diarrhea at exactly the same time, which was on Fridays after I ate a whole box of grapes. So don't eat a whole box of grapes if you don't want the shits.
Where are you getting grapes that come in boxes? They come in bags.
Oh no, there's like you get them at Costco and there's a shitload of them.
It's a box.
Eat too many.
It's a box.
It's like a plastic box of grapes. There's a plastic lot of grapes in there.
Box of grapes.
Yeah.
Are they too? What? Okay. I guess we'd have to ask somebody at Costco why boxes of grapes. You know, we put the wine in the box. That's grapes. So I guess it's not that big of a stretch.
Like the grapes in the box bin thing, because they don't get as in the bag. They can get bruised up real easy. So
sure. Yeah. Maybe we should start putting like more stuff in boxes, like the apples. You know, they get bruised up.
There's something called an apple box.
Yeah, there is an apple box. What about the tomatoes? We need tomato boxes. Those are always bagged.
Crates, maybe? I feel like tomatoes are so bruisable, they need crates.
Crates of tomatoes. This week on the show, starring Craig Sheffer again, currently streaming on Tubi. This was on Tubi, right? Anybody?
Yes, it was on Tubi.
Okay. Cabin Pressure from, I don't know, the 90s.
2003.
Whenever. Okay, it's 2003. It's not directed by anybody I care about. In fact,
no.
This is part of my Fly Hard series, and Craig Sheffer has been kind of a rock. He's been like a rock. He's been like fucking Bob Seger in this shit, and then he just shit out Shakedown. Like Bob, what the fuck happened to the Silver Bullet Band? And Shakedown? Shakedown sucks, Bob. That's it, and this is Craig Sheffer's Shakedown for sure.
Yeah,
because this movie sucks ass.
He's foundational in the Fly Hards. There's not really anybody that's been in as many Fly Hards as him. 3 being the number that we're looking. Because why would you do more than I think Bosworth did 2, didn't he?
I think Bosworth did 2, but Chef's
why would you do more than 2?
3, and maybe there's 4. I don't know. I didn't even
there's
realize
not.
that.
I had to fucking look at it.
All right.
Because I don't want to fucking watch another Fly Hard with fucking Craig Sheffer in it. I'm fucking done with him. Thank God there are no more. However, there is another airplane film with Craig Sheffer in it. But it's only 40 minutes long and it's an IMAX thing. So we don't have to fucking do it. It's like Triumph of the Airplane Guy or some bullshit like that. And it was one of the first IMAX movies. And thank God we don't have to fucking do it.
We were so hot on these Fly Hards about 2 of my movies ago. Like, we were like, these are fucking great. Holy shit. Everybody was praising me. Like, I think you guys like built me a statue and stuff. Like, Justin's awesome. It's like the only time anybody's ever really given me the, you know what? You're an all right guy thing. And now I have fucking pissed all of that goodwill right into the trash. And I'm so mad at myself that I can't even look at another Fly Hard movie. I'm done. This is it.
You can't. You have to do Air Force One in fucking 6 weeks or whatever. I'm gonna lose my shit if this was all for Air Force One and we don't fucking do it. You know how mad I'm gonna be.
Craig Sheffer's really going to piss you off. It's his fault.
You know, the worst part is that we're not done with Sheffer because I just noticed that Voyage of the fucking Rock Aliens is on Crunchyroll and one of the premium add-ons for Amazon, which means it's only a matter of time before that's on a regular free or freemium platform that everybody has, and we're going to have to fucking do that one. So,
we already did that one, Sam.
We did Voyage of the Rock Aliens?
We did Voyage of the Rock Aliens like 6 years ago, dude. It was a listener request. Yeah, it was a listener request.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think you liked it.
I don't like those movies.
I think I liked it. Jackie, you remember Voyage of the Rock Aliens?
No.
Very 80s, like hard 80s. Everybody had dumb hair and bad clothes and
nobody could find aliens. A shirt for Craig Sheffer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've seen it before. I just don't remember doing it.
Yeah, listener, the guy that directed a movie and gave it to us.
Oh, the guy that we had lunch with, yeah.
Yeah, he actually guested on that episode. But anyways, Sam,
he was a really nice guy.
He was a really nice. I think his name was Eric. I haven't talked to him since then. I don't think he probably was like, God, those guys are douches. Sam, do you have anything to add that you want to talk about cabin pressure? So
this was shot at the Vancouver studio in between when they were doing Millennium or X-Files or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, well, we got a break. We can fucking just jam this shit out. It was originally made for TV, but I guess they were like, you take your shirt off whenever, Rachel Howard. So we'll do that for the DVD release because there's nudity in here that I did not expect. I was like, oh, hey, I can pay attention to this for a minute and a half. Because I was having a hard time paying attention to this shit. Uh-huh. But she ends up being the most interesting thing about this thing to me. Because she is part of that studio as a regular the entire time. Like, name a show they did, she did at least one episode. X-Files, Stargate, fucking Highlander the series. Anything that they fucking did, she was in. And furthermore, she got to do, because it's like, oh, you get to do a movie with Sheffer. Well, he's like the F tier of some of the on-screen talent that she's shared, the likes of Jan Michael Vincent in Extro 2.
Yeah.
Bosworth, maybe twice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Charles Bronson and Christopher Reeve.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Matthew Perry.
Okay.
Tom Berenger, Christopher Lambert, and she was in Time Runner with Mark Hamill.
Wow.
These are all people that I like.
Yeah, I know. And it's like,
don't get awards or fill seats in theaters.
So I can just be happy about her. One, she takes her shirt off. Good job. You don't have to. I'm not like being weird about it, but thanks for making me pay attention to this movie for 90 seconds. And also, you could look at Craig Sheffer and be like, you were an F tier, buddy. I've been alongside Sam Elliott and Bronson and Hamill. Like, fucking piss off, buddy. So, yeah. John Piper Ferguson, the guy that's Australian, that I was like, is he trying to do an Australian accent? But it sounds a little, it sounded kind of Kiwi. Mm. But he's from Australia, so that's genuine, I guess. Right. And that guy's been in a bunch of shit, including Briscoe County Jr., multiple episodes of Briscoe County Jr., Caprica, Burn Notice, The Last Ship, and Suits. And then the guy that's the security guy, Michael Kopcha, we've seen him a million times because, one, he worked at that studio, but two, that guy's got 230 credits. So you've seen his ass before.
He must be linked up with Groovy Bruce then in some way, if he was in both Burn Notice and Briscoe.
Oh, going back to John Piper Ferguson, I'm sure that he's hooked up with Groovy Bruce.
or Jeffrey Tappert or Jim Tappert,
something.
whatever Groovy Bruce's producer buddy's name is.
It seemed like everybody in Briscoe got pretty chummy. People loved that shooting that show. So
yeah. Okay.
We mentioned that this was also the video release was not called Cabin Pressure. It was called Hijacked, but spelled hijack 'D to save on a couple letters, I guess.
Or
one.
Putting the Z on the end of things.
So that saves one letter. You just remove the E and replace it with an apostrophe. Why would you do that?
Because
that defeats the entire purpose of abbreviation.
No, man, it's cool when you do that. Like it's like I say, just putting the Z on the end.
It'd be cool if it was hijacked and it was like Jacques Cousteau. I'd get behind that.
Oui.
I'll save the last part for the end because it will be my only question.
All right.
Will involve the on-screen appearance of a Bronco 2.
Mm-hmm.
One of the shittiest cars ever made.
It's real bad and dorky. Here we go. So there's a pilot, and despite the fact that this lady gets her boobs out, her hair sucks. Her hair absolutely sucks in this whole movie, and it makes her look like somebody's mom.
Yeah, she doesn't have the sexy look until she takes her clothes off, and then you're like, okay.
She ages her greatly with this haircut because this dude looks like he's in his 20s. He's a hotshot pilot, like I'm Maverick, and he's getting dropped off by his mom to work.
Kind of looks like
sucks,
that,
bro. Yeah,
but what I wrote down is that she's almost hot in an E36 convertible, which means that she's a total bitch.
Well, he French kisses his mom goodbye. And she is also a pilot because she's not really a pilot later. But she works for the same company that he does, or maybe he's a contractor. I don't know. Either way, they work for this company. I can't remember its name and I don't really care.
Corbett.
But Corbett Air. And what they're doing is they're like, I guess they build airplanes because they say later that they built this plane from scratch. Why? You could just get a fucking Learjet and then put your programming in it. But the whole point of what their plane is that it's a fucking drone. This is 2003. Apparently, the writer hadn't even done any because we were fucking flying drones in goddamn Operation Iraqi Freedom. Like, we had them. This is not new tech. Whoa, the future is here. Self-driving planes. We fucking had them, dude. You're a dipshit. Yeah. Anyways, this plane is a self-driving plane. That's what this whole thing is.
And I think that there's no reason to I don't want to spoil the ending, but I fucking hated this shit. The only thing besides the lady getting naked that I enjoyed was that they put a fucking Kenwood on like a prop. Kenwood. And that was like the CD drive for the future plane.
Uh-huh.
And so they've got this prop in a fake cabin that they're shooting that's got a fucking Kenwood in it. And they're like, put the disc in, and it spits it back out of the shot because it's a data disc, and the Kenwood can't fucking read it. And so they're flying around, and I'm like, of course you're going to crash. The disc isn't in anymore. And they take off, and the CD's just sitting there because they can't get it to stay in because nobody has an actual fucking music CD on the set. It's fucking terrible.
And they didn't even need to do it. They didn't even need to do it. It came it's pre-programmed. It's already built in. Like, and then the idea of like, for those listeners the few listeners that aren't old as dirt like we are.
Yeah.
Even CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs didn't hold very much fucking data. Like, if you get back in the day, how navigation systems in cars worked when you used that. Is you would have a disc that you would like one of your 6 disc changers had to be your navigation disc, and all it could handle, and it was like capacity, was basic map instructions, no navigational systems, no sort of like the user interface or the program at all, the engine, none of that. And then this is supposed to contain all the flight navigation data for the entire world. Nope. Like it's not big enough. Like if you download Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, it's like half your hard drive. It's a big fucking thing.
A Blu-ray is 50 gigs. It won't hold it.
It won't hold it.
Disc they're talking about that they have on screen holds 800 megabytes.
Yeah, no.
A DVD holds 4.7 gigs. Like, doesn't have enough storage.
No, it doesn't.
Also, it's not in, so you're going to crash.
Yeah,
I mean, spitting it out.
Just check it out the window, dude, and grab onto the stick. And like, again, with these fucking movies where, we don't have any control. You literally have a yoke right in front of you. It's not fly by wire. You grab onto it and that thing moves the alerons and the flaps. It's mechanically connected to them, not digitally. The computer can't override it. You grab onto them and you can fly the fucking plane. But in all these movies, it's, we don't have any control because the computer is taking over.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time that autopilot was just locked everything and you'd go straight. That's all it did.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you could grab the stick and, click a button and fly.
Unlock it and fly however you wanted. Turn it upside down.
This plane takes off and it starts glitching out. Oh no! And then just flies straight into the ground and explodes. Oh, my son/boyfriend was on that plane. No, says mom. And the dude who worked there built the CD-ROM that doesn't work. He gets fired and all the blame because the corporate guy is a dick, but later he's not a dick. Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's just stupid.
Well, he, at various times, Corbett, the head man of Corbett Air, is just unreasonable. Mm-hmm. Like, he's so much of an asshole, just like, you're an idiot. You're fired. Like, guy drinks coffee. Is that coffee hot enough? You're fucking fired.
He should have done it like Napoleon Dynamite. Ruining my life. Gosh.
Go.
Fired. Grandma called and said that you can't work here anymore.
Uncle Rico and Craig Sheffer have a lot in common.
Yes.
You think I could throw this? I could see Craig Sheffer throwing a piece of steak at somebody's head. Like, watch this. That's what he should have done to the bad guy when he broke into his place. Just taken a piece of steak with him and just smacked him in the head with it.
Rumor has it that he did that on the set of A River Runs Through It to Brad Pitt. And like Brad Pitt was walking the opposite direction and he just caught it from behind his back and then like churned and looked at Craig Sheffer and was like, gave him the "you'd never want to do that again" look. And so Craig Sheffer has never thrown a steak at another person ever again, Jackie.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's pretty cool.
At least he learned his lesson, right?
Well, I think he wants to throw steak, but he's just got that, Jesus, Brad Pitt, man, he's going to find me and he's going to beat me up, take my lunch money type thing. Okay, speaking of Craig Sheffer, he's at a Jimmy Buffett style bar, failing to pick up on chicks. I guess he's drunk. He's just being a douche, and we're supposed to like him. I don't know.
He seems like he's pretending to be hammered off 6 beers.
Right. Is there like a redemption arc here? Like, why start off with him just being a scumball? I don't get it. Because he doesn't stay that way. There's no like, I got kicked out of the majors because I was drinking too much. And just now I'm on that path because I feel shitty about everybody and I blame everybody else. But then he has this, redemption thing. None of that happens. None of it. He's just a butthole only in this scene for the sake of being a butthole only in this scene. It's really dumb. He sees a news report about the plane crashing and he's like, And then he looks at the news report and is like smug about it. Oh, shit! Oh, God damn it. Fucking sneezes. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves while I blow snot and brain out my nose.
What I liked about the opening bar scene was really the tramp that he was trying to pick up on, who, you know, just, she doesn't seem very bright, but she's bright enough to know that he's full of shit. So, yeah. I mean, his bullshit radar, like, he is just permeating loser.
Oozing.
When the town slut is like, drinks, quit talking and drinks, because she just wants to get fucked up enough so that she can stumble home later while he's in the bathroom.
Right. He's not
like he's an ugly dude, but she's like, no, I don't want this guy. This guy's going to come to my house. We're going to go to Bonetown, and then he's not going to fucking leave.
He's going to stay there. Totally.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't even consider Bonetown. She's like, you're 12 years older than me. You can buy me drinks, and I will disappear when you, as you said, when he's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not a chance. Okay. 6 months go by. Thank God we had that scene. And security's called into a hangar, and they're like, somebody's in here, and it's fucking Craig Sheffer hanging out behind some boxes. Like, don't shoot. Hey, I know you, security guy, and they're buds, and he's in the movie for the rest of, which is weird, but he's in the hangar because he's got a new company idea. Yes. And the way to promote this company is to give everybody Hawaiian shirts.
Yep.
But he has no place to keep the Hawaiian shirts.
No.
So he's driven them to the airport, I presume in a van that they were in.
No, it was in his Bronco too.
And his Bronco
Which
too.
This all of a sudden checks out, because ex post facto, I'm thinking about it, he's like, I need a place to keep these dry, because the roof of a Bronco 2 leaks like a fucking sieve.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's why he's got to go. But for some reason, he chooses an airport hangar. That doesn't make any sense. But he does have to get them out of his car, at least. That does.
See these streamlined, futuristic, curved windows that curve up to the top? Yes, they don't hold water out at all.
Okay. Where the hell am I? Okay. So he's got to keep the shirts there for a couple days, and the security guard agrees to it. So now he's in the movie. But also, someone or something is in the plane.
On the wing? On the wing?
Something in the plane.
So, one, we skipped over that he did say the name, his dubiously named charters, Son and Sam Charters, which sounds like Son of Sam when you rattle it off fast. That's a bad name.
Yeah.
It's not going to go well. And then two, the guy that is the idiot that's married to the head of security Ned Hardway.
Uh-huh.
His name is Ned Hardway.
Which
is awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, can I have an extra large? And he's like, for you, here's a 3X. Why would you do that? He obviously was like, well, this large is too small. And then the guy's excited about it, like, oh yeah, that's gonna be even better,
bigger. Maybe because it was the early 2000s and like the big shirt. You remember, like, there was just a couple months ago, there was a commercial starring Penny Hardaway or somebody, I can't remember, and they're like, remember that time we were wearing big suits, and like it flashes back and their suits are huge. That's what it was back. Like maybe it's just we forgot, because I never wore the huge shirts.
No, they were stupid.
Yeah.
There's the Old Navy shirts that were like wide and short.
Uh-huh.
Like, who is this for? Is it for the top of a barrel?
It's for the beer belly.
But it hangs out. The shirt wasn't long enough. Like, that whole store was full of crap that no one could wear, and people were eating it up.
Still do. Okay. Okay. So back to the. There's something in the plane. Is the plane sentient, or is there a guy in there?
That's the guy that is the hijacker of the computer. It's the computer guy. He's also, because Ned Hardway, head of security, has hired his brother-in-law who doesn't lock the fucking doors. Not only does his buddy just walk in willy-nilly to store some Hawaiian shirts, but a disgruntled ex-employee has come in to rig the aircraft and no one has noticed.
But later he hacks into it. Like, he breaks through their firewall. He breaks through their security. He's not already linked in. No,
on screen towards the end of the movie, he will say, "Ha, you didn't think that I had placed the controls in the plane manually." That's what he's doing there, is not knowing how computers work ×2.
Right. Okay. Later, Corbett, he reveals this Genesis 2 plane to press and the military, I'm assuming. And he's like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Me, the senator guy, his daughter, and her husband, plus, I don't know, these 2 pilots are going to fly from Seattle to L.A. And if we get to L.A., this baby's going to take off and everybody's going to like it.
I took that scene a little differently because he's like, we were falling on hard times, but now we've really, can't hold us down because of nepotism.
Right.
There's
right.
Some
Totally.
Nepotism.
Okay. Oh yeah, and the mom is gonna captain.
Yes.
But again, why do you even? I don't. Okay, if you can't overwrite it, why is there a captain?
Her dismissive answer when one of the reporters is like, "How does it work?" and she goes, "Terrific." Did you used to work at the White House? Fill in for any administration ever.
So Sheffer walks in and he gives her some grief, the mom. He's like, so if it's a self-flying plane, are you then like a fake pilot? And she's like, she gets "you motherfucker" on her face, but then she says something completely stupid instead of being like, who are you and why get the fuck out of here. Like, she defines what a real pilot is now.
I just boned that guy and he's bent out of shape. Don't worry about him.
Yeah. And then the owner comes over and he's like, oh yeah, you think she's not real? Well, you're not real. Or you are real, but you're real obsolete.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're so fucking stupid. You're fired. I don't even work for you.
You don't.
I'm unemployed. Me. So if I'm fired, do I work for you now? Am I fired from not having a job and now I have a job with you?
I came to get my shirts that I spent all of my money on because I live in my car. I need to use them as towels.
2 fucking boxes of Hawaiian shirts that size cost?
The Hawaiian shirts are not cheap, man.
They're not cheap. He's got to be out 1G on this already.
Probably. He needed that money to keep that fucking car going.
Bronco 2 eats $1,000 for breakfast.
Should have bought one less shirt and a skateboard because that's more effective transport than what you got, bud. Okay. So our villain, I don't know his name or care. I'm just going to call him Ozzy. He walks into his shithole and he's got
walks into a shithole.
He's got a real bad apartment. It's not a nice place, but he's got enough room there to have like an L-shaped desk that is all filled with computer PC stuff. Like,
he's got 4 computers.
Yeah, he's got like 4 computers and like a bunch of oldie time gadgets that you would connect to computers, because computers back in the day didn't have. I guess we still have a bunch of I got fucking bullshit all over my fucking desk that's connected to my computer. But back in the day, like nothing was internal on. Like in 2003, nothing was internal. Like all your hard drives would be outside. You'd have your C drive, but a bunch of fucking external hard drives. Your fucking modem was external.
Yeah.
And your sound card was external. Like everything was external.
I feel like in 2003, you could have had internal drive, a disk drive, and an internal modem.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. I bet you, Sam, that people were still running zip drives all the way into 2008.
I fucking ran zip drives until 2008.
Yeah, exactly.
Jazz. The Jazz was the bigger one.
Yeah,
one gig.
yeah. No, man, I'm telling you, hardly anything was internal. It was just too big.
The DVD RW fucking...
Yeah,
when that happened, it was like, oh my God, zip drives can fucking go away. Sweet.
And even the fucking CD RWs at first weren't internal. They were.
Oh, they weren't. No, I'm saying
scuzzy.
It wasn't until DVD RWs when you could get rid of all that shit.
Yeah. Okay. And so like the Geek Squad comes in to hook his shit up. This guy's a hacker, and you need Geek Squad to like deliver and set up your fucking Epson dot matrix.
No, he's the cable guy. He's just kidding him, which doesn't make any sense because at that time you just plug it into the phone and give America Online your money, and then you have the internet.
Right, but he comes in with boxes. So
yeah,
okay.
He's future cable internet guy.
Meanwhile, Sheffer reveals that he used to be married to the mom pilot, and they broke up for undeclared reasons. I thought maybe there was going to be
because he's a douche.
Yeah, I thought maybe their kid died. But nothing.
No,
like that.
He flushed his career down the toilet because he couldn't stop drinking, and the FCC was like, because he told the FCC during his evaluation, "Well, I fly better when I'm drunk," and. So he's like, and they didn't think that was very funny. And I'm like, yeah. So he's just a fucking loser that's an alcoholic who got kicked out of the FCC. So he's not really even a pilot anymore. He's just a piece of shit that lives in his Bronco.
You know, flying drunk's not really the problem. It's landing drunk that's going to get you in trouble. You know? You
should turn it upside down.
How good are you at one eye in it, you know? Like, you got 20/20 vision in the eye that you can leave open?
How many runways do you see? Aim for the one in the middle. So they pork.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right there. Like, okay. Hey, baby. Why'd you give me so much grief at that press conference? Ex-wife. And then they bang. Like, it's seriously no... chemistry at all. Just cut to the sex scene. All right. And there's way too much chimes in this sex scene. I have to bring it up because like it was very chimey music. It was like sellout music from someplace else. Like it's pretty elevatory but very chimey. Yeah. Does anybody like get, you know, because the diegetic idea to the chimes is like magic is taking place on screen. Can we kill the chimes? Like, are we done with chimes? I don't know if I've heard the chimes in a while in a movie. Are we done with them?
I don't want. I mean, I bet like because they don't show the porking, but they probably still do like the Vaseline on the lens pan and the chimes to allude to porking on the Hallmark channel.
Oh, on the Hallmark channel. Yeah, I bet you there's chimes on the Hallmark channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I don't really like about the chimes is that my dad loves wind chimes. And so when I hear that sound, it's just kind of gross.
To me, it's like looking at Tommy Wiseau's ass. It's just, I don't want the chimes. Yeah.
No.
It's not gonna do it for me, and it reminds me of Tommy Wiseau's ass. So Yow. Also, there's way too much tongue on this thing, but they're just licking and they're licking each other's necks and cheeks, and that's gross. Then she tells him to go away because he's a loser and not a real pilot. And he's like, God dang it. So he leaves. He goes to his AA meeting, and that's good for him. At the Aussie is hacked into the mom's home laptop that now the Genesis 2 is controlled by laptop instead of CD-ROM.
She said
but then why was he in the
that
plane?
She puts the flight plan on her laptop and then just probably ports over the plan through LAN, a LAN connection on the plane.
Okay, so he's just getting the flight plan, even though they said
he doesn't need to fuck
Seattle
with her computer at all. I don't even remember this happening, and there's no point of it even happening. He doesn't have to have access to her computer whatsoever. He's put his own shit in the plane.
Right, exactly. My point. And also, they had a press conference that says we're flying from Seattle to LA. I don't know about you guys, but I've flown on planes. And after they take off, they pretty much point at the other airport. Like, oh, yeah, we've got to go around the Rockies because they're really tall. No, you just go straight. The flight plan? The flight plan is to go to LA. It's down there. It's like down. My God, I have no idea where they're going. Map? Okay, so Geek Squad, he comes back by and he's like, hey, so while I was here, I noticed you've got a sweet Epson dot matrix and that cool zip drive that Sam was talking about a minute ago. And like a really rudimentary webcam. Is that for like jerking off to like, stuff? Yeah, I'm going to assume so. You want to team up because I think you're a hacker and I'm a hacker.
And the webcam is for jerking off to yourself. That's about what you could do.
Yeah. I'm in a chat room right now looking at myself because nobody else is using webcams.
Yeah.
It's really makes my dick look weird. Anyways, I'm a hacker. You're a hacker. This is early 2000s and like everybody loves the word hacker. And if you know how a computer works, you're a hacker. And so team up. Well, okay, so like I am actually hacking into things and like I'm probably going to go to jail for the things I'm hacking into because I plan on killing people. But I don't know if you knew or not, but there's not a lot of teaming up in hacking. Like it's one keyboard. There's one keyboard. And I don't think we can do like the chopsticks thing where I play the left side of the keyboard and you play the right. I don't think that's going to work. Or like if we like sneak our hands in between each other and so we've got 4 hands on this keyboard, it's going to be gibberish. So I think it's better if I just do the keyboard because it's my computer and also my plan. And also you don't even know what the plan is. So you can't just sit and start hacking like, whoa, look at what this guy's got. You don't know what I'm doing like at all.
If this guy was a good hacker, he would have just like typed something from his own supercomputer bay that's like hacker speak. And then they'd team up or whatever from their own locations. You don't like 2 guys on a couch hack. It's not couch co-op hacking. It's not a thing.
Look out, dude. They've got a super bug coming our way. Okay, man. I'll start working on the X-22 script. You go Blue 42 and run downfield.
This has virtually happened in the last movie that we did, War of the Worlds.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. So he kills him. He's like, nope, you're dumb. Get out of here. You're dead.
So what does he do with this guy's body?
I assume put him in the bathtub.
Puts it in the closet.
Is that why she can't go in the closet? That guy's going to smell bad.
It's been in there for a couple days, and the condition of this guy's apartment screams that he doesn't have AC. He's getting hot and juicy in that closet. And like, the walls are thin because like his music is not that loud, and it just pours into the apartment upstairs, which is not how apartments work. The sound goes downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm assuming that guy's getting drippy as well and like leaking into the downstairs apartment, into their closet, you know?
He probably defecated when he died.
Right, absolutely. And so that's leaking down there, and all their clothes their raincoats are just going to be nasty, filled with man. But hey, I guess, you know, when in New York. Okay. Plus the cockroaches. He's got to be covered in cockroaches, right? Or is he in New York, or is he in LA? Where's this guy? Anyone? Where's he at?
He's in whatever town they took off from.
Oh, he's in Seattle?
Yeah, he's in Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still there because they say the guy's local, and based off of the frequency of the feedback that he's in some shit apartment.
We've also seen at this point a couple of times now that there's a funnel web spider that's snuck on the computer crates because he's Australian, therefore he needed to get some computers from Australia.
He had to go back to Australia.
Do this. I don't think Australia was making computers at this time.
I'm, not an expert on Australia. I don't speak their language, so I don't know for sure, but memory seems to say no, that they weren't.
I feel like you got them from here or from Japan at this time.
I think so.
Yeah.
He didn't need to go back to Australia. Is the movie just implying that Australians are just covered in funnel web spiders and they just bring them everywhere they go? Also, it's like a 30-hour fucking flight, dude. That funnel web spider is dead. It died.
He's in the same town that Microsoft is in, and he's buying computers from Australia.
What the fuck, man? Okay. Also, there's a 7-year-old girl that lives upstairs, and she just walks into his apartment. She's like, "Hey, mister, I don't know you, but you kind of gave me candy earlier that gave me a stomach ache, but now I'm here for more candy. Can we be friends?" And he's like, "Yeah, be my friend, little girl. Wait, no, don't go into there. That's not the bathroom. That's my dead guy my closet. Go into this other room, take nasty little girl poops or whatever the hell it is you do it here. I'm also not a hacker. So why am I letting you be here? Why am I it's not some weird, he's a pedo guy. The movie
No, he had a daughter who's about her age
that
he lost because when he started working for Corbett was such a dickhead that, because I had to try to figure out, I lost my family because of you. It wouldn't have been when he quit, because that would have been well, he has to pay out your contract and you have a bunch of money and no job, so your family's probably like, yay.
Yay.
So when he first started working there, Corbett's like, can you make me the computer program on a CD to make a plane fly itself? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yes. And he's like, okay, well, you can work for me for all the money to make the CD of plane flying itself, but you have to tell your wife to fuck off.
Yeah.
Because there's
never talk to her again.
Yeah. Why would he lose his family in any of this?
It doesn't make any sense. And then wants this girl to be his friend. Okay. Meanwhile, the plane, it takes off, and he's now hacking into it, and it doesn't get very far before it's taken over. And he kicks the little girl. He's like, I got to do some hacking. Get on out here. And what I got here then does some amazing. Oh, the fucking air guitar. Oh, God, the air guitar shit. This guy does not rock out on screen very well.
No, well, the music sucks. It's like,
the music
wow,
sucks.
That's shittier than Creed. Good job.
But I'm just saying, like, it's probably pretty hard to rock out on screen and look cool. This guy looks really dumb.
Yeah.
Like, he's got full-on Frampton face on everything he does while he's air guitaring. But he's also, like, trying to headbang, but clearly he is not capable of like, it hurts him. He doesn't enjoy it. So he's not doing a good job headbanging. He's just being a massive doofus throughout this thing. To, like, the Phil Collins of heavy metal type music. Whoa, dude, you're hard. Okay, so plane's in the air. He starts messing with it, and they're like, hey, wait a minute, we're not headed to LA. We're locked in a circle flying around Seattle. Why? Well, I don't know, because it seems like if somebody hacked us, they'd, like, do something with us. But instead, we're just in a holding pattern over Seattle. So I think
it's not a holding pattern over Seattle. They have it on the screen. They're doing a big circle around the entire state of Washington.
Yeah, it's just a big circle. What? Are you going to, like, ask for money, or you just want to, like, hey, this thing doesn't work because I hacked into it? What's your game here, bad guy? You got to either crash the plane or demand money or something, but just flying around in a circle and being like, ha 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 ha, is not going to do anything. You're not getting anything done there, bud.
Eventually, they'll run out of fuel.
Well, then what?
They'll crash into the same field that the original plane crashed in, and it'll be like, ha ha ha, motherfuckers.
He could just do that now. If that's what his goal is, just do it now.
You have to send them on a vector that puts them in the ocean where they can't come back or get anywhere else and just die.
Right.
Circling doesn't, I don't know.
Okay. But then he goes to take a big dump or something, and the little girl comes back over and she's like, hey. I'm going to play in your apartment while you're pooping. And security guy, he's like, hey, Craig Sheffer, come help. This plane's in a weird circle pattern. I think somebody's hacked it or something. Maybe you know how to do stuff. Come over here with your Hawaiian shirts. You're the guy. Dodging other... Oh, now the plane is dodging other planes.
Yeah, so he put them down lower where they're going to be involved with another flight plan.
Okay. Don't they have radar still? Like, did the tower lose radar?
They can't do anything if he goes, okay, there's another plane coming here. I'm going to put you in its way. And that plane's like not going to notice you.
But then the tower's like, flight AH-302. There's a plane we're having troubles communicating with, and it seems to be in a holding pattern. Climb to 50,000 feet and proceed on your flight plan from there. Over. Yeah, we see it on our radar too. It looks like it's being controlled by a dum-dum. We'll go ahead and climb and not have to worry about this problem in any way, shape, or form, because we solved this when we built the air systems. Even though helicopters crash into fucking planes over Washington, D.C., I understand all that, but I'll just go ahead and climb.
Yeah. Or he's like, sorry, tower, this is the Minnesota Vikings party plane.
We're currently being flown by a man named, oh God, now I forgot his name. He's a rock and roll guy, and there's MTV in the back and everything. Like, he's a rock and roll guy.
Rock and roll guy. Hookers.
Hookers. We got hookers up here too.
The hookers don't like it when you change elevation. It makes it bumpy for them.
Isn't that the point of a hooker, though? The son-in-law, because of this plane, whoa, God, we're dodging planes. He gets bonked, and his brains start coming out pretty good.
What would he have had to hit in the plane to actually crack his skull? Is there anything inside of this plane that is harder than that guy's noggin?
No. Maybe he's got a soft spot still.
I don't know.
Never grew in. No, there's not. The thing, when the planes start getting shitty and the turbulence, the overhead compartments are opening up. It's your luggage that bonks you in the head.
Yeah.
And, oh no, I got donked by my own shit. No, the plane is just plastic, man.
Even the luggage isn't gonna crack your skull.
Oh God, Jackie's mom's luggage would crack it. Fuck, man. Those things, she packs them with goddamn rock. She doesn't bring clothes. She just brings rocks. I don't get it. Everywhere we go,
yeah,
it's like, this thing weighs a ton.
I had to pack her suitcase up 2 flights of stairs in Puerto Rico. I thought I was gonna die. I think that probably weighed like 60 or 70 pounds, and it was a carry-on. It's a
carry-on that weighs 60 or 70 pounds. The reason why flight prices are so goddamn expensive is because of Jackie's mom. She's making all the fucking jet fuel, like where there's jet fuel shortage because of her fucking heavy luggage. Yep. We're gonna have to set this one down and tank up. Sir, this is a flight from Phoenix to LA. I know, we're on E. Put her down. We're gonna have to get to the pump in San Bernardino. Okay. Where am I? Okay, so Control, they found the connection, and now they're tracing it back to him with action typing. We do get some action typing here in this movie. That's good. And
yeah, the guy that opens the Stargate in the show is the computer guy in this movie, too.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Virtually everyone that you see is in those shows. This is just like, okay, the week before we go back to work over here and they go back to work over there, let's shit this movie out real quick.
So he's giving them all the clues that he possibly can to his identity. Like he's calling in and being like, yeah, I've disguised my voice with a voice disguiser. Normally I sound like this, but this time I sound like I'm from Australia and Hong Kong, Billabong, and Adelaide. They're like, who could it be? So then he's like, well, here's what I'm going to do, because to keep you guessing, to keep you on your toes, I'm going to drop the plane at 10,000 feet. And she's like, no, we've got a man whose brains are leaking out because he got hit by Jackie's mom's luggage. And if we jar him too much, most of it will come out, his brains. Because they say he's got a fractured skull, and if he gets jiggled too much, he'll die from it. Which, to me, says if your skull's fractured and you're worried about getting jiggled, it's like if your brain gets near that fracture, it's going to just go...
Mm-hmm.
Or the fracture's going to, like, it's like, you know, the San Andreas fault, you know, you shake it a little bit, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and suddenly you've got, you know, Ellie and Martell's head. It's 2 heads. Watch out for that mountain. Anybody remember Game of Thrones? I don't know. I know it's so passe now, but you know. Okay. Meanwhile, the girl's upstairs and she's like, Tonka trucks, yay! What'd you do today, little girl? I went to a stranger's house while you did heroin, Mom. Okay,
does she
baby.
do heroin, or is she just fucking lazy?
She's like, I'm going back to bed. It's like 3 a.m. If somebody says I'm going back to bed, like, hey, I just came to see if you're still alive or not, and I'm going back to bed. You're either on laudanum or H, you know? That's why movies have taught me anything.
Okay. I can't imagine what's wrong with her, but it's some indeterminate malaise that is afflicting her mother.
Yeah. That's cool, Mommy. I'm glad that you're a junkie because it gives me lots of free time to play around with. Wait, what's that over there in this vent? oh, I'm going to put my face right. It's a freaking spider. And baby, she dies. She has to go to the hospital. She did die. A funnel web spider from downstairs climbed up through the venting into her place because the spider was like, I can't stand this Aussie asshole and his terrible music. I'm going to go check things out elsewhere. And then bites a little girl.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to eat any of the million cockroaches chowing down on the dead guy in the fucking closet. I'm going to go fucking freelancing through the air vents.
Oh my God. So the mom has to reformat her hard drive to flush him out. So they're going to reboot the plane. I don't know how that's going to work. So she tries it, but he's got it booby trapped with sparks because she starts typing and then sparks come out of her laptop and she's like, shit, he's got it booby trapped with sparks. I can't touch it. It's not how that works. So finally he's like, all right, yeah, I know you guys are never going to figure out it was me. So I'm taking off the mask and it's me. And they're like, yeah, whoa, clever disguise. It's the disgruntled guy with an Aussie accent that we'd never, yeah. I've punctured your fuel lines I did that before. I don't know when I did it, but either way, you got less fuel than you think you do. Check your gauges now. And they're like, oh shit, we now have 10,000 less gallons than we did before. But I think that's because of Jackie's mom's luggage. So
yeah,
not big deal. We kind of we could just land, we could just take it, control and land and then be good. No, you can't do that. It's a 2003 movie and nobody knows how planes work. The doctors have found the spider in the girl's sleeve and they're like, oh, that's a funnel web spider from Australia. Australia. Mm-hmm. What does this movie have to do with Australia? So now they got a clue. Because the only thing that could, a little girl got bit by an Australian spider and there's an Australian guy hijacked a plane in the same town. They have to be connected. They have to.
Unless you've ever been to Seattle and you realize it's full of people from the other side of that ocean.
It's, I believe it's known for being a pretty diverse town. If I know anything about Seattle, they probably have more than one Australian there. Because Seattle has a lot of conventions. So that weekend is the annual Guys from Australia convention.
the Vegemite convention.
Yeah, the Vegemite convention. And SWAT's coming in through the windows. Drop that Vegemite, motherfucker. The only music that plays is Down Men at Work.
But they're all Australian, so they're rough and tumble, and it becomes one of the worst firefights in Seattle's history.
That's not an MP5.
You sent in 4 SWAT teams. They're like, yeah, but they're all Crocodile Dundee. Every single fucking one of them.
Oh, man. That would... Whew. We got to have some of that movie. So the Aussie guy, he asked for $20 million in a field where Genesis 1 crashed. He's like, he's just making this up as he goes.
Yes,
he's just fucking freelance. And he's like, all right, I don't have a bad guy plan. How about $20 million? Why do I get Cockney there for a second? God damn it. Where that earlier plane crashed out by the Billabong. And they're like, yeah, we can do that. We'll put that together. That seems okay. Oh, whew, man, we were worried that you weren't actually like a real bad guy. So it's kind of a relief that you're asking for $20 million, like that nice round figure. And we'll put it together for you. And we'll see you out there, bud. Okay. Maybe you could do that cool thing where we drop it into like a mailbox or trash can, and then we got snipers all pointed at it and stuff, but then you like drilled out a hole underneath it and like you pulled the money out. And now you're in like a Mini Cooper and you're driving down steps and stuff. That would be so cool right now. Mr. Aussie guy, could you please do that? Hey.
He's like, no, but here's Craig Sheffer in a Bronco too.
Okay. So the Venom, the anti-Venom, they've now got coming from San Francisco on a Learjet. But the problem is that there's a circling plane that's in the way. And now the clock
They're
is
going to
running.
divert all traffic from, and the Stargate guy's like, just let them land, God damn it. Because they're going to divert that plane, thereby sentencing the daughter to death.
Right.
I don't know if that resolved itself, if she lives or dies or what, but then Craig Sheffer overhears that and he's like, our villain is from Australia and so are funnel web spiders. And then drives to the hospital.
I got to find out where they live because I got nothing else going. I don't even know why I'm in this movie, why my character's in it, why my Bronco 2's in it, any of it. Like, no. I don't belong here. But this is one thing I can do. So the money's headed there. The FBI is waiting for the pickup, and nobody comes because, of course, it's not part of his plan because he doesn't actually have one. So Chef gets in his Bronco. He starts driving around. As Sam said, he goes to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And he parks in... he parks in the fucking ambulance lane.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't even action drive. He, like, leisurely drives, and then he asshole of the year parks.
And where the ambulance needs to go to drop off emergency patients. Now they can't do that, Chef.
I mean, if you're going to be a dick, just park somewhere unreasonable. Like just next to the sidewalk on the red line or something.
Now, if
block the ambulance bay.
If you're driving an ambulance, and you've got, you got the lights lit up and you're hauling ass and you got grandpa in the back and he fell on his hip or his keys or something. And you got to get him there. And you see a Bronco 2 parked in the ambulance lane. Bonus?
I feel like you're just going to push it right out of the way.
You're just going to, I'd taco that Bronco 2 and be like, ha, 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 ha. And then as you impact, the old man shoots through the windscreen and right onto one of those gurneys and just slides right into the hospital.
Yeah. He surfs into the surgery room on the Bronco 2. Cowabunga.
And then the doctor who's putting on his glove says, "Oh, it must be Tuesday." And then goes about his business. All right, so that doesn't happen, but he's got the address now, and he's headed over there. He credit cards a deadbolt. To break into this building, he credit cards a deadbolt.
Yeah. You can't do that.
I don't think is the credit card even a thing? Like, is that even?
You can credit. I know how to do that. Yeah, it has to just be a normal doorknob. And what you do is it just slides. You got to do it just right, but it will open the latch. It will. You have to get it to go underneath where the curved spot, how the door naturally closes on its own. So you can't just like push it in. You have to like start at the top and get it to bend around and then use that same part of the door that allows it to naturally close itself to reopen.
Oh, I see. So you're essentially just bypassing the handle. So if the handle itself is locked, you're bypassing the handle. But I'm pretty sure that that's not a thing anymore because when I was messing with my door locks trying to adjust it, you couldn't push the pin in if it was locked. You couldn't push the tab in at all. It just got there's a lot connected of now.
Doorknobs that have, because that was like common practice and everyone knew how to do it in the 90s. So they've probably made doorknobs better since.
Not credit card break-inable, but you definitely can't do it to a deadbolt.
And deadbolts, no. Like the fastest way to break into a deadbolt is with a drill. And it is not that fast and not that quiet.
No. I just swinging through the windows like a SWAT guy at a Vegemite convention. That's how I go through.
Apparently, if you're good at picking locks, you can do it, but I don't know anything about that.
That you'll say on public podcast. Okay. So he's inside the apartment. He hears shitty music, and he's like, "What? Shitty music? I'll go check out what that is, because only Australian guys like shitty music. That's a clue, I think. I don't know." And he's like, "Hello, are you in there? Go away." And then he kicks the door, and it bonks the Aussie guy across his own apartment. And so they start fighting, and he throws him in a chair, and he's like, "Unlock the plane." But then a gun comes out, and they fight over a gun. And they do the thing where the bad guy shot with his own gun in the tummy, and
yeah. And then he gives a very fine eat shit Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But then the FBI bust in like right behind him.
Is it the FBI or is it Ned Hardway and his security team who shouldn't be armed on the streets?
No, but how'd they get there?
I guess he told him where he was going.
I'm going to go check out this apartment on this very dubious clue.
Yes. He had a Nokia.
Okay. All right. They get control back, but there's no fuel and they have to land. And so the drama gets heavy because she's a pilot, but she's never landed a plane. She's
allegedly,
never landed.
Like, some of the flaps aren't going to work, which doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
But she said, I can't do this, Craig Sheffer, my love of my life, ex-husband. I've never landed a plane before. And he said, "Don't worry. Remember everything I taught you. Just relax and be the airplane." Oh, yeah. I remember when you said that, and I thought, that's fucking dumb. Like, what? This isn't fucking... Is this Rudy? What are we doing right here? Be the airplane? Come on, man. Tell me what to do. Like, grab onto the yoke and, like, pull this lever, pull that, be the airplane. What am I supposed to do? Like, lie with it? Like, ooze into the plane. Caress the plane's gentle curves so it knows that you are one with it. No! Mm-hmm. Fucking grab it. It's a machine. God damn it. Also, how am I a pilot if I'm... Whatever. So they touch down. It's perfectly smooth. But then the tires, they run the tires off. They're coming, I guess the tires got tired.
The landing gear breaks or something. She's like, I can't steer. Perfectly. Meanwhile, the thing that happens on screen that doesn't ever connect, like I guess he gets there eventually, but well before the ambulance and the fire crew start chasing the plane down, when she's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it, he's like, you've got to. Also, I'm going to help assist your landing with my Bronco too. And he like drives immediately before she's even landed. I don't know where he goes because he's seriously the last person there once the plane stopped.
Absolutely. It's really fucking weird. So the plane...
I know what happened. It fucking stalled and he couldn't get it fired back up for a while because it's a Bronco too.
Fucking goddamn Bronco 2. See, okay, the thing about the Bronco 2 is it's not just that it's a piece of shit, but the people that owned Bronco 2s were not tough guys. Like, I'm not dissing anybody that owns a Bronco 2 or has owned a Bronco 2. My Aunt Sandy owned one. It was a piece of shit, but she's a cool lady still. But she's not a tough guy. Like, my 6th grade teacher had a Bronco 2.
Yeah.
And he was a major dork. Also like the Seattle Seahawks, so that's kind of related. Cool guys, fucking Magnum didn't have a Bronco 2. It doesn't like line up.
It was an economy car.
It was an economy car. Yeah.
It was a bad idea. They tried to, they didn't do much better when they made it the Explorer and they put the same fucking transmission in it and it fucking exploded too. But yeah, it was meant for somebody that didn't want a real Bronco. You could have called it something else.
It's a fucking commuter car, and there's nothing wrong with that, even though it was a piece of shit. But there's nothing wrong with owning a commuter car. It's just not tough guy stuff. Anyways,
no.
So they skid stopped the plane into a ditch for some, because I guess that's what they could do with that plane was just park it and then pile up a bunch of dirt like it crashed. And so he runs up and plants one on her, and later we see a picture slip under a door of a spider. Drawn by a 7-year-old girl who is now alive.
Why does that even happen? I guess she's alive. That we know she's alive, but like the shot of the spider and there's like an organ sting, like, like, oh, what? I saw that guy get shot. The plane's landed. The girl's alive. Why do I fucking care about this?
The girl is one of the weirdest movie decisions ever. Like, because she doesn't contribute or take anything away from the plot at all.
She is a plot device.
Not to device to get to what? There's no, like, she doesn't
to discover his location. Without her, she is a plot device. She is not a character.
It's dubious. They could have easily just also been like, all right, we finally triangulate. They could have ice cubed him. They could have just ice cubed him and been like, he's over there. Oh, we tracked him. Ding. Go get him. I've got a bone to pick with that guy. And then he drives his fucking like, she doesn't. It's fucking weird. The little girl is completely weird. It's not. She doesn't get bit because of his villainy. It's just a fucking fluke. And the movie's like, God, wants us to be like, Jesus, what a bastard. He got that girl bit by that spider because is the movie racist against Aussies? Well, if he hadn't been an Aussie piece of shit, goddamn criminals. I mean, what the fuck? Who hurt you, movie?
Yeah.
It's weird. Jackie, it's question time. Let's start with you. You've been quiet for a while.
Yeah. I mean, there's just not much to contribute to Turd Bird Flight.
Turd Bird.
Turd
is the bird. They said the turd is the bird.
Turd is the bird. I mean, one of the things that I kind of wondered is, so did they get back together? And is it just like a couple of months before she's like, look, you've got to get a job. And he's like, I'm trying. Gosh, I got my airline business and I've got the t-shirts. I just, And then she's like, no, get the fuck out of here.
You're still Uncle Rico. You're still just... Grandma told you to leave. Get the hell out of here. You're ruining my life. Oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's taking
nothing has improved in his situation. Because he tackled a guy on a dubious clue. It's not like the FAA is going to call him up and be like, God damn it, you are one hell of a pilot. Really? Because I didn't fly at all in this movie. Not one bit.
No.
And I just found a guy because of really dumb luck. So he's still peddling t-shirts.
He's gonna take a bath on those t-shirts.
He's still, and now
There's
she's
no
got
way
a Bronco
he's gonna...
too. She actually is a hero. She fucking saved all those fucking people by landing that goddamn plane. She's getting a raise and a promotion, and you know, she now knows the Genesis 2 system better than anybody else. Like, she's doing good. She does not need a Bronco 2 guy.
Well, she just has to get a
box of fucking Hawaiian shirts.
She just needs to get a new job, though, too, because after this happens, the senator is like, you're a dick, Corbett. And then, like, another guy comes up and goes, hey, they already have that, stupid.
Yeah, right.
And he goes out of business.
No, they do not make it, Jackie. They definitely do not. It's right back where it was at the start of this movie.
Yeah.
Sam, I guess your Bronco.
Can you name something less action-packed? A combination of man and car, less action-packed than Craig Sheffer in a Bronco 2.
Joe Don Baker drives an LTD in Mitchell, and it's pretty.
That's so much more badass.
Yeah, but Mitchell makes it not like it's.
It's more badass than this.
I don't know, man. I think you need to go spend some time with Mitchell because it's like, God damn it, how did this movie make that suck? No, Craig Sheffer.
I'm thinking like if Angela Lansbury pulls up in a Miata, I'm like, more action packed.
That's way more action packed. Way more. It would have to be like, I can't even put Estelle Getty into that situation because
more action packed. Any car, Citation 2.
Like, the Citation 2. Now we're getting somewhere with the Citation 2. We just need somebody to put their butt inside of it. And
Don Knotts in the Citation 2 is more action packed.
It is. Don Knotts is the professor from Gilligan's Island.
More action packed.
Okay, all right. I just can't think of anybody more boring than Craig Sheffer.
That's the problem. And He's car so more shitty than that. Because the thing that makes it so shitty is it's sold to be this adventure mobile, but it's not. It's a total pile of shit.
Whereas and because the Citation 2 was just a people carrier.
Just a people carrier. They had to cut the frame from the Ranger down to make it, which introduced nothing but problems because it doesn't share a transmission or driveline with any other, or the driveline it doesn't share with any other vehicle because it's so fucking short, and the transmission is out of a smaller car it doesn't have enough oomph for the weight of that piece of shit. It is just a giant pile of crap.
It's a giant pile of crap. It was bad. It was a bad car. And Craig Sheffer's a bad head dude. He's got a bad head.
The Bronco 2 of action stars. Like, it's odd because, like, there's been things that happen that I'm like, this should be worth the price of admission. You will see the disc not stay in shot. There will be all of these dubious things happening, and you will see the least action-packed combination of man and car in the history of cinema. In Craig Sheffer and his automobile version, the Bronco 2.
Wait, am I looking in a mirror right now, or is that my car?
Yes.
It's also got a weird head. Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ, Craig Sheffer. I'm done. I got nothing. I'm gonna move on to final recommendations, and I'm gonna start with my movie. And this is a don't. Like, it's not even close. This movie blows, and it's not fun blow. It's boring, dull, empty, void. Like, it is the void. It is the nothing from The Never-Ending Story. If you watch this, it will actually remove parts of your existence from you, and then you will have forgotten. Like, it's so, like, you won't have like an emptiness inside you because it takes the emptiness.
Yeah.
Also, like, you aren't even aware that you now have lost a part of you. Don't. Jackie.
This movie was so damn boring that I actually had to watch the trailer while you were doing the introduction to remind myself of who was in it and what happened. Like, I knew it included a plane and an automated plane, but I couldn't remember jack shit about, like, anything else. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember these people. Okay, I could talk about this movie. Then I just really didn't have much to say because it was like, yeah, that happened.
It's funny because when you started your recommendation section right here, I had to watch the trailer to remember what movie we were talking about. Well, just now. Literally just now so I'm with you, babe.
So I know I'm going to say don't just because I couldn't remember it from 2 days ago.
Sam.
Despite all of those things that I just mentioned that should be like worth the price of admission, this thing was impossible for me to pay attention to. Like, the only time I was able to keep my head pointed at it was when the lady didn't have her shirt on. Even then, I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. I had to back it up.
Hey, wait! I
to back it up to watch a lady get naked.
Your titty sense went off at post.
I saw it and I was like, there's definitely I missed all of this. So I have to watch this part because it's the only thing I'm going to get out of here. And there was a little extra beyond where I was, oh, hey, boobs, but yeah, like I couldn't. If I would have watched this before we had to cancel recording this the first time, I would have had to watch it again because I would have been like Jackie. I wouldn't have remembered a fucking thing. So it is a total don't.
It's an abort. Like,
yeah.
It's an abort. That's your podcast for this episode. Sorry it took us so long to get back to you guys. Hopefully you all missed us. We will be back in 2 weeks with Sam's pick. And it seemed like you had something. Like I have this sense of looking forward to either Jackie's or your next pick, and I can't remember why I feel that way.
Well, my next pick is going to be the newest. I'm just going to skip to the newest Final Destination.
No, we have to do 3. Come on, we got to.
Fine,
we got to do
3.
Yeah, we'll do 3.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not your pick. It's Sam's.
Well,
so, I have a list here, 3. And I have to go back and see what was. I thought it was her pick next. I didn't think about that.
No, you're
so it's either Strip to Kill, Death Rage, 1978, Bury Me an Angel, 1971. Or what I really want it to be is that damn, it was streaming and then it wasn't, or it was like a false alarm that was streaming, is the Carrie Fisher movie with the Time Guardian. Have you seen that shit?
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good one.
But I don't think that's streaming yet, so I think it's going to be Bury Me an Angel. But we shall see.
Okay. Oh, hey, I've got we've got a couple minutes here. I've got some movies I watched on the plane. To share. I watched Ballerina first with Ana de Armas and that John Wick guy. He stops by for a minute. I loved it. Nobody else loved it. I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was the best John Wick since John Wick.
So then you're also going to say it's the best Len Wiseman movie you've ever seen.
Who's Len Wiseman?
He does the Underworld bullshit.
Oh, well, fuck yeah. It's the best one he's ever done. It was awesome. It's like what you wanted. Like, I'm not throwing the whole franchise under the bus, but I am. I get really tired of the Continental shit. Like the whole universe, like all the rules and stuff, and like people giving poopy faces because you stepped in, you walked past the line on a Tuesday and you weren't supposed to do that. Like that room's off limits on Tuesdays in the hotel. So now we have to kill you. I get really bored on that. I also get bored of John Wick shooting everybody in the face, and that's the only thing that happens is like everybody gets shot in the face over and over and over again. And yeah, Keanu's old and he's flying around, and that's awesome, and I love Keanu Reeves. But I'd rather watch his stage production with Alex Winter right now of Waiting for Godot. This is not that. This is her chucking axes into people's, chopping off limbs. It's insanely violent. With things that aren't guns. It also has guns, but she's got rocket launchers. It's fucking cool. I didn't like John Wick being in it because it doesn't make any goddamn sense, and he makes a really weird character decision in it that is very not John Wicky, but the rest of the movie was fucking great. Then I followed it up with The Life of Chuck. If you guys recall, it came out in theaters this summer. It's got Tom Hiddleston and a few other people. Tom Hiddleston's the main, and was based on a short story by none other than our podcast favorite, Stephen King. And if you know anything about Stephen King adaptations, his novels, movies always suck, and his short stories end up becoming the greatest movies of all time. Yeah. This was not one of those.
Oh.
The hook for Life of Chuck, I sat and thought about it. It's well made, but the whole time you've got this like kind of like Oscar baity feel, but it's not good enough to be an Oscar bait movie. And at the end of it, I was like, what the fuck was that even about? Like, I know what it's happened, but like, what am I supposed to feel right now? I just don't even know. I think you can skip it. And then last but not least, I had some time to kill, and I watched Love Hurts with Data and Short Round. Well, I'm sorry, I just can't remember that guy's name. Daniel Day Kim. No, that's a different guy, and that's racist.
Indiana Jones kid.
Daquan. It's Quan something. It was fucking awful, and I absolutely hated it, and it's a don't. It is such a fucking terrible, bad movie. Like, it could be an episode, but I fucking wanted to piss on that movie because it fucking sucks so bad. Don't Do Love Hurts. It's also been streamed for some time, but it's like, oh, dude, hey, there's my plane movies. Do's and don'ts. I guess that's it. So have a great 2 weeks, guys, and get to the chopper.